Before I founded Roots of Impact, I worked with hundreds of entrepreneurs, impact entrepreneurs. I realized that there is a certain pattern. There's a challenge all of them have, more or less. And this challenge is about all of them are creating massive social value, but they're not able actually to capture this in their business model. And SIINC is a simple idea, actually letting them capture the value they create.
SIINC stands for Social Impact Incentives, and it's an innovative financial mechanism that rewards impact entrepreneurs for the outcomes they create. So you can think of it as an additional revenue stream that is provided to the entrepreneurs upon the achievement of the outcomes.
At the beginning of every SIINC, there is an outcome funder willing and able to pay for social impact. And we developed SIINC together with the SDC to pilot the model, and now we are at the stage where we can really scale it. And SIINC is always a kind of collaboration between an outcome funder paying for the incentives and an investor actually providing the capital for the enterprise to scale it.
Clínicas del Azúcar is a diabetes clinic based in Mexico. We saw there a huge potential for impact, but also a huge risk for mission drift potentially, and focusing on the upper class rather than the base of the pyramid, so the low income population.
The role of SDC was in particular making sure that this goes into impact. That means for us poverty reduction, inclusion, going to people who are poor, low-income households, female customers. So that's where we must make a difference. That's our objective, our mission. And that's what we were negotiating for. And fortunately, we were aligned with this idea with the founders of Clinicas.
Root Capital is a lender to agricultural businesses, small-scale businesses, SMEs, in the agricultural sector. And they provide loans to businesses in Latin America and also in Africa who wouldn't get a loan from other sources. And this makes them really unique. However, this is a business that this is not sustainable, providing loans under a certain, let's say, size. And we help them actually with our social impact incentives to do exactly this, to provide loans nobody else could provide to these agricultural SMEs. There's tons of evidence that these agricultural SMEs create massive impact in their communities.
For me, SIINC is really a win-win-win model because when you look at the enterprise, of course, we are paying them for something they're not usually paid. When you look at the donor perspective, we are making sure that every dollar that is spent on impact and not on anything else, and not even on what leads to the impact. We only pay when the outcomes are really achieved. And then it is still a win-win situation for the investor because the investor also benefits indirectly. If the enterprise is successful, then the investor would get their money back. So everyone wins in this situation.
I would like to see SIINC as a well-established tool of blended finance, leveraging billions ideally for the achievement of the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. And I would like to see this included in climate finance as well.
So with SIINC, we have a proof of concept. The first transactions are presenting fantastic results, and we have many we are working on right now.
Since Clínicas del Azúcar, we closed 7 transactions, and we have a dozen in preparation across Latin America, Asia, and Africa.
The next step will be creating these facilities, sector-specific, sector for sector, and providing SIINC really on scale.